Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department Chief Jabulani Mapiyeye will continue his testimony at the Madlanga Commission today. Proceedings will begin at 9:30 at the Bridgette Mabandla Justice College in Pretoria. Let's now cross to SABC News' team of Ayanda, Nyathi and Canny Maphanga. They're coming to us live from Pretoria. Ayanda, let me hand this over to you. I'll tell you, it's been a very, very busy week. There is so much emerging, and you can see the repercussions of all of this happening in real time.
Absolutely. Incidentally, Leanne, yesterday Parliament was hearing from IDEC head Dr. Andrea Johnson, and part of the questions that were asked is whether or not IDEC is making any headways in state capture-related cases. And I suppose in some way she may point to our breaking news story today, depending on how today goes. I beg your pardon, she's just Andrea Johnson. I'm not sure if she's a doctor, in fact. But you're absolutely right. Plenty on the go. We're keeping a close eye on what's happening at the Bridgette Mabandla Justice College, where the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry will once again hear from Isaac Mapiyeye, the police chief for the EMPD. Yesterday, he spent some time trying to draw links once again to some of those individuals who we're told are politically connected to the work of the EMPD in this case. Canny Maphanga is our reporter who's been keeping a close eye on those developments. And Canny, part of what we also heard is that Julius Mkhwanazi, the deputy police chief in the EMPD, was apparently pulling favors for Bridgette Mabandla. There was an IPID investigation into that. That had recommendations, but what happened to the recommendations? Were they ever implemented?
Well, this forms part of the question of, in the face of all this alleged criminality, what steps were taken by the Chief of Police to give effect to any of these concerns that he was raising before the Commission while he had the opportunity to do so as a Chief of Police. That's where the IPID report comes in, or the recommendations that are made with respect to actions about Mkhwanazi. But obviously, nothing takes place, and the foundation he lays before that is crucial to understanding why. He says that he was in a position where there was a parallel structure seemingly being created, and of course you're seeing all these HODs of departments, including human resource, now in a position where they are working together with this particular individual. So alleging that they were going through recruitment processes, they were doing a lot of the actions that he was responsible for as the authority, as Chief of Police. However, it seems that there was an intrusion on his statutory mandate, and it was now being given to his deputy, that is Brigadier Mkhwanazi. We know there is some form of a process taking place in the Ekurhuleni City Council in the wake of allegations, but when all of these instances or incidents were being flagged, and IPID, which is the police watchdog and has the authority to give such recommendations, did so, there was no action with respect to that. And that speaks to the picture that is being painted about this particular individual, the parallel structure that was created that closed him out of any important, significant decisions. And then what flowed from that is in these irregular memorandums, irregular agreements that seemingly were done to allegedly favor Bridgette Mabandla and give him that particular contract to, I guess, fight crime. Quite an extraordinary, feat to make, to say that you're going to fight crime along with the company of an individual that is at the center of criminal allegations.
Yeah, ironic at the very least. Canny Maphanga, thanks very much indeed. That was a scaffolding we got yesterday. Today we're expecting more of the brick and mortar to be laid as we continue zoning in on the operations, or what was allegedly taking place within the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. 2 witnesses will speak today. Proceedings start at 9:30, and as always, we're keeping a close eye on the build-up here for you at the Bridgette Mabandla Justice College.